I jumped the gun there. God, I gotta get a new boom arm. All right. We're on, we're starting, might as well. All right. Welcome in, everyone. Hope everyone is doing well wherever you may be. Haven't had any drop frames yet, so that's always going to be interesting, at least for today. Ooh. Let me just check my live. Looks okay. Let me just pause that. We don't really need to watch it. I can always update that later. So anyways, welcome in, everyone. Yeah, as the title implies, I'm going to be doing going through the process of how I want to plan to make a YouTube video. So a previous one I made a couple days ago, I made pretty quick. It took me quite a while to get everything done, that's all. For a 3.5 minute video, I think it took like about 4 to 5 hours just to get done. So yeah, that was kind of my first foray into making YouTube content. So yeah, now that I have it so far, yeah, I might do more, and I would do it live right today. During this stream, I'll be brainstorming, planning, getting the gear together, recording the video, and then editing the video, adding music, creating all the titles and all that, thumbnail. I don't know if I want to go about doing making a short. I can always do that later, but if I can get a majority of the bulk video planned out, recorded, edited it, and uploaded, I'll be happy. Now, it's compared to the previous video that I did do, this one is actually quite it's very similar to the topic, but it doesn't require a lot of gear, whereas the previous one, a lot of gear was needed in order to sort of showcase the capabilities of that particular battery. So yeah. Right, let me bring up, Smallrig NP-F. Let me bring up the actual item that I do want to do. Smallrig rechargeable. And we can maybe start to brainstorm and get started. Now, I've already played with all the features of this particular battery, and I've already showcased it on stream. But I've been advised to try and make YouTube content based on the features that I'm planning to use this device for. So it's not really a feature that is actually advertised or marketed for. So I'm using the item outside of its specifications, so to speak. All right, let me go here. All right, I know where we are now, so we can scroll up and then scroll down. What? Okay, that's very, very strange, but Let me also bring up some questions as well. So if we go into here, King, welcome in. Hope you are doing well. Good morning. It's afternoon now, but thank you very much. Text spreadsheet. Okay. This will be the template. Well, I might delete those. Don't really need them up. Ooh. 5 a.m. Leaving for work now. Well, good luck with work, and I hope you have a very productive day. Yes. So, leaving work. For some reason, I'm like leaving for work. Okay. My apologies. Drive safe. Okay. Yes. So after doing the very first video for YouTube content, I'm thinking of trying to create a process and steps to try and make future videos more streamlined and not messing about and wasting time and effort and energy. So all right, let's bring up this. Oh, you guys might not be able to see that. Can I zoom in? Oh, yeah, I can. Okay, cool. So I've opened up a LibreOffice spreadsheet just so that we have the ability to make some changes instead of using Notepad. So yeah. Oh wait. Oh, I gotta double click. Content. Creation template. Okay, so I've written a few. I jotted down a few steps. So let me just bring that up now. Okay. Copy. I'll probably open up a notepad. Oh. Toolbars. Okay, looks like I'm gonna have to open up a notepad on the desktop. Oh no, I'll paste it in here. That way then we can kind of keep everything. Thoughts and prayers. Yep, fair enough. Okay, let me bring that up to here. So I've opened up a notepad. I'm going to jot down a few items that I have brainstormed for making YouTube content. So the steps that I will be probably having, so this will most likely be a streamlined plan for future videos that I'll plan to make for YouTube. So first step is concept and brainstorm. All right. Oh, cancel. So, undo, copy. So I might paste that here. And then here we'll jot down what we think. Okay, well, hang on. We'll bring that down. So the item in question, category. Right, so the item in question is, we might move this one. So undo that one, move the item down. So category, this is in regards to power solutions. The item in question is the Smallrig. Bring it up. Okay, they've removed the name. NP-F970. And then might make this column link or references. Doesn't need to be big. So link or references. Okay, now we'll just copy this one, paste it here. Yeah, we'll leave it like that. Okay, so we're in the power category. This is the item. This is the link for referencing for anyone who wants to look for it. So here we'll go concept and brainstorm. So what I want to achieve with this particular type of video is to showcase the feature, to showcase the ability, we'll keep it short, the UPS ability of the battery. And it was not, showcase the UPS ability of the battery. Do you know if you can connect a mic to Discord from your cell phone? Oh. Can the mic 2 connect via Bluetooth? Because I haven't used Discord for a phone. Yeah, I haven't used Discord as a phone style situation. So, assuming that you can connect the mic to your smartphone over Bluetooth, then you might be able to specify the incoming microphone item to be from the mic 2 or from a Bluetooth item, and then have the sound be pushed to somewhere else, unless it's limited on the Discord app on the phone. Let's look. Discord. Where is the settings? So there's a cogwheel, devices. Actually, no, that's not what I meant. Connections, voice, no, voice activity. I actually don't know. There isn't a way for me to actually manually choose a microphone device within the Discord app. Okay, standard. Nope. Yeah, no, I actually don't know. Voice, advanced, no. Developer mode, nope, not in there. So yeah, sorry, Sebastian, I unfortunately do not know the answer to that question. Yeah, so apologies for that. Also, welcome in. Hope you're doing well. All right. So at least in this specific item, the only thing that I want to do is to showcase the UPS ability of the battery. Now, one thing to note is that was it a marketed feature? No. All good. Thanks. Marketed or advertised? Advertised, marketed. Yeah, same. So yep, I want to showcase the UPS ability of this battery. Now, what's this second one? Planning and scripts. Okay, here we go. We will do all this. Set up. Set up on main desk. Overhead cam, and then close up cam. Is that it? Planning script. Oh, okay. Set up. So planning. That might actually be too much info for planning. Planning and scripts. So, okay. So what we want to do is to show. Oh, let's just delete the rows. Okay. We want to show the packaging, then show the data set from website. You created a charging station for scanners, and you're sharing a not so professional plan on Discord. Oh, nice. Cell phones at your work. Charging station for scanners. Okay, that's interesting. Yeah, it's very interesting. So show the box, box packaging. Show the relevant data set from website. So in this case, we want to know power data of input output of the available ports. Yep, okay. So what was this? So what we can do, we can wrap. I just don't remember how. Merge cells. Nope. Wrap text. There we go. Okay. Why is that like that? Oh, but we've wrapped text. Okay, there we go. Okay. We can probably just pull that there like that. So category, we're in the power category. This is the item itself. Concept. Showcase the UPS ability of the battery. Was it a marketed feature? No. So show the box, show the relevant, if I can spell that right. Relevant data set from the website, and then this is specifics. Power data of input and output of the available ports. Okay. Show the physical item. Show the ports. Show ports. Show the available ports. Show the LED screen. Scripts. Okay, then we will paste. Show box, show relevant data, specifically the power data, show the physical item, show available ports. I could put that over here maybe. Show ports, show the LED screen. Oh, welcome in. Music is the key. So right now, I've realized that I don't actually have YouTube chat synced into my Twitch chat. Welcome in. Thank you for tuning in. Right now, I am creating a template to start to record YouTube content. So I've made one a couple of days ago, and it took me about 5 hours to do the whole thing just to create a 3.5 minute video. So right now I'm just writing down or jotting down a template so then I can do a rinse and repeat for other devices. So for my previous video I explained so this is the newer V-mount battery. This is a 99 watt hour V-mount battery that has all these external ports here. And I've done a video to showcase that this battery can also act as a uninterruptible power supply. So not only just utilizing it for its intended purpose as a V-mount battery, but also to use it for charging other devices without interruption. So, and yeah, so I made a video about this. If you'd like to go see it, yeah, you might be able to, yeah, you're on YouTube now, so you might be able to go into the videos to see that particular video. So that video, which is only a 3.5 minute video, that took like 5 hours to do. So yeah. So right now I'm on the planning stage, and then later on in today's stream, I will be actually setting up all the cameras to do it, to actually record the content as well as record the cameras as well, to then after the recording's done, hop over to Vinci Studio to edit it, add music, add titles and overlays or whatever, and then export that out and then upload it to YouTube. Hopefully I can get all that done in today's stream. So right now I'm in the process of developing a standardized template so I can utilize it for future videos for content creation. So right now I'll be doing a very similar type of video as I did for the previous one, but on this particular unit. So yeah. Yes. So this can be pretty much applied to anything that you want to showcase or explain in some kind of a detail to YouTube. So I'm planning to try and use this for cooking as well. So I have also built my own solar battery system for capturing energy from solar panels and then storing it in the battery, and then repurposing that energy for powering camping fridges or other devices. Now, because I have already developed that, I've also purchased some 12-volt cooking appliances. So there is a 12-volt air fryer, 12-volt kettle, 12-volt cooking oven as well, and
there are videos already on YouTube that showcases some of those things, but I find that those videos don't go into the level of detail that I personally would like to know. So for instance, the question that I had is, before I even bought this unit, so I bought this, I spent money on this. So the question that I had was, can this battery output power while at the same time be able to receive input charging? And the answer is yes, without interruption to the devices that's connected to this device. So yeah. So now we're in the planning stage, and then I'll probably go through and see which of these might be applicable to what I want to do today. So this is pretty much just in a notepad, and right now I am getting it sort of more expanded more in detail within an Excel spreadsheet. So this one here is specific to this battery. So yeah, so handy. Nice. You know what, before I continue on, I might actually apply the YouTube posting into my Twitch chat. So in order to do that, I need to go into platforms, YouTube account. Okay, it's not connected. Okay, that's why. Let me now get that started. So this might be a small tutorial for those who wish to have YouTube chat be placed or be redirected into the Twitch chat. No worries, man. Or persons, sorry. If you have any other questions, don't be afraid to ask. If you wish to join my Discord, okay. Will that show up? No, it won't show up on YouTube chat. You might have to go to Twitch. All right. Let me get the process of oh, why isn't it on? Okay, sign in. Thank you very much for that. Okay, so a bit of a sidetrack, but might as well get it all prepped on this main PC. So I've already done it on my mini PC, which I use for IRL streaming. I haven't actually set it up for this PC, so we can get that done now. Auto connect. All right, so I should be fine to showcase this. Well, it is small. I haven't figured out or haven't installed the plugin to zoom in onto a screen share. So I do apologize if it is small. So we are in Streamer.Bot. I have now linked my YouTube account in platforms, YouTube account, and I've just linked, I've signed in. Okay. Now what we need to go do is to go into actions. Hang on, let me switch scenes, see if we can make it bigger. So we're in actions. I will now create a action, and we'll call this YouTube pipe into Twitch. It's it's just an action title. Doesn't matter as much. So here I think we need to go into okay. So this is one thing that I have encountered while I was setting up on the previous machine. So even though I've already signed in as I've signed in my YouTube account into Streamer.Bot, within actions there is no YouTube
menu options. So what I found is if I went into settings, user interface, I need to now turn on the YouTube triggers as well as YouTube sub actions. Now if we go back into actions and we right click, okay, maybe not. it should have shown up. Was I supposed to click something else? YouTube, yeah, so I've selected that. YouTube here, yeah, so those two are selected. Actions, let's save. I will now close Streamer.Bot, and I will now make sure it's closed. Yep, I will now reopen Streamer.Bot. It does take a little bit of time to load. It's not as instant and quick. Alright, I have now loaded up Streamer.Bot. And one thing I want to check is make sure that we have connected. We are only connected to 3 out of the 4 services. Now we are connected to 4 services here: Twitch, YouTube, OBS, Stream Elements. So if I go into Actions, right click. Right click, we now see YouTube options available. Okay, so now I don't remember what the next thing is here. YouTube. So for the source, I believe it was triggers. So YouTube, chat, message, and sub actions. We will now tell it to send that message to the Twitch chat. Chat, send message to channel. Oh no, that's not it. Core integrations. Yeah, so YouTube chat message, yes. Twitch user groups, nope. Reward chat, send announcement. No, that's right, I remember having to do something else. So give me a second while I bring up another piece of information. Here we go. It might not be in that channel. It might be in the Tinker Time chat. So now what I want to do is to relay the YouTube message back into Twitch, along with the location of where it came from. So Twitch, chat, send message to channel, and this is the particular piece of code. Now if we were to, what's the shortcut for emojis? Okay, let me look that up. Keyboard shortcut to bring up emojis. Windows key plus. Okay, apparently that might be it. Let's have a look. Windows key. Okay, Windows key full stop.
So the last one I did, I just selected a red balloon. This indicated the color red, which indicated it's from, at least to me, as a visual indication, it's from YouTube. So now if we paste that in, and if I were to now do a test, that's from Restream. Let me open up the YouTube channel, test from eChat, enter. All right, cool. So now I have a message that's been pasted in YouTube, but now using Streamer.Bot, it has been relayed back into Twitch chat. Okay, cool. So I'm not having to read two separate chats, and now that the base overlay of the stream will showcase both chats during the stream. Okay, cool. All right. So that in itself could have been a very quick YouTube content. So yeah. All right. I'll nip that in the bud, and we shall keep going. Okay. Let's get back to it. Let's open up. Okay, so here, concept, and this is a thing that I want to make sure it's been discussed, because the use of UPS isn't an advertised feature. So we show the box, show relevant data set from the website, specifically the power data of the input and output ports. Show off the physical item. Make sure to show the available ports and the LED screen. The next planning phase is prep. Okay, so what do I need? Prep to film. Okay, so I need an overhead camera. No, okay. Right. First of all, face cam, overhead camera, and a close up for ports. I would also need the device to test or to showcase UPS and a input charge cable, a charge cable for connect and disconnect from device, from battery. Well, in this case we call it device. Okay. And then Wickman. So prep to film. So what is the next step? Setup. Okay, let's set this up right now. Or should we go down? We'll go down the list. You know what? Let's copy this and paste. Ooh. It should be okay. Okay. So setting up is the next case. Then recording. Okay, so script. We need to do a script, and we could probably just do it here as a notepad off to the side. Okay. Hello and welcome to my channel or video. Today I will be doing a quick video with the Smallrig NP-F970 USB Type-C rechargeable battery. Specifically, if it is able to act as a UPS, as a uninterruptible power supply, or UPS. I won't say anything as to why I'm doing it. It's just that I want to show that it can or cannot. All right. And I won't mention price because cost is different everywhere. Now, so we have the box. Specifically, if it is able to act as a uninterruptible power supply. All right, got to enunciate all of that. It has, okay, we'll discuss the ports. So it has standard NP-F pins, and then show it connecting to the HDMI, to the test device, HDMI receiver. Power on receiver. Okay. Next step. Then show the USB-C port. Now where is it? Specifically, it has the fast charging. All right, so this is all from the website, so but might as well just regurgitate it. Fast charging USB Type-C, power delivery, 36 watt support for rapid charging. We might say it. Fast charging USB Type-C power delivery at a max of 36 watts input. Oh yeah. For fast charging. And then maybe 3.5 hours. Might as well just regurgitate it all. USB A port, and then specify what that is able to do. Capacity. Okay. Boom. Capacity. So we need to share that. So we're talking about capacity here. Then show the USB-C port. And then we will so 10,500 milliamp hours, 76.65 watt hours, and this is rated at, there's a voltage here. I saw it. 7.3 volts. Okay, this is what we need. lithium ion as well. We don't. Okay, you know what? We don't really need to go into that much detail because there are plenty of other YouTube videos that does go into that much detail. I won't be doing that. We're just going to gloss over all these data sets. So show USB-A port, and then here we need to state that it is also quick charge 3.0 capable. So quick charge, as well as well, right, that's going to be quite a tongue twister. So this is 15 watts, this is 27 watts, and this is 25 watts. Okay, now yeah, blah 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 blah, OLED display screen. Okay. Yep, okay. So as an NP-F battery, we'll use it on a device that uses an NP-F sled. So here I have a HDMI receiver. We'll power that on and showcase that it is what this is intended for use. Now, what's the next step? OLED display screen. Then change, then set up for input. So set up to charge device via USB-A. Input, then set up charge device via USB type A, connect input power, see if any interruptions, and then whilst the input power is charging the battery, disconnect. So while input power is charging the battery, while still connected to the charging, I'm going to call it to the HDMI receiver, disconnect and observe any interruptions. Set up to charge to power HDMI receiver. It's just going to confuse me if I keep using device battery, so I might as well just put the entire the actual device that I'm using. Then end recording. Okay, so that shouldn't be too much. Hello, welcome to my channel. Today I'll be doing a quick video with the Smallrig NP-F970 USB-C rechargeable battery. The
task that I'll be doing, the task I will be performing specifically is, okay, I might have made this too wordy. The task I'll be performing specifically is whether or not the Smallrig NP-F battery is able to, okay, good, act as a uninterruptible power supply, or UPS. Okay, we can delete that. Now showcase. Okay. Let's see. We can go. The capacity will leave. We'll now show the box. Say this. Now show the battery, and then show that it has the pins, and show it connecting to the HDMI receiver, power on receiver. Next is to, we should have that as last. It's an NP-F battery, so it needs to be, it's shown its intended original purpose is to power NP-F devices. Then, USB Type-C, USB Type-A, OLED. Oh shit, Cliff. Set up to power by USB Type-A. So the good thing about this particular HDMI receiver, it does actually have the ability to be powered by USB Type-C, not just NP-F. So, and recording. Okay, let me now save this. Save. I said save. Okay, so we've done a script. We can just insert below. Planning. Okay. Script. Done in Notepad. Prep to film face cam. So we don't need. So setting up gear and angles. Okay, we can do that next. Recording. Okay. Packing up of gear. That's not really. Well, we're doing it live. Okay, organizing. This is important. Structure is very important, especially if planning to do multiple future videos, future YouTube content videos. Okay, then we go into editing. Again, having a good structure. Up the project file into the above locations. Okay, editing's done. We'll go through the process of okay, so we get the edited video to a good enough run. Insert. So now we need to add logo and titles. Oh wait, no, we can, add logo
So you get the edited video to a good enough run. Create titles to separate the process of the bit. Oh, create titles. Then add logo and any overlays. Now we will. Oh, song hunting, it's its own thing. It is its own thing. So this is all under here. Now for song hunting, I find it best to just utilize the YouTube's own audio library. So I don't know if that's a unique web address or not. Yeah. So in YouTube Studio, I have a menu system here for audio library. This then provides me with a ton of music that is YouTube safe, or at least it won't get me copyright striked. So these are, I believe, free to use. I'm not entirely sure if it affects you receiving monetization. So for instance, let's go for let me just pause the music here, and we go for hip hop rap is the genre. The mood is calm, cozy. Let's listen to that. Now, usually with some songs, so these songs are mainly going to be used as background music while I'm explaining the video. It's actually good. All right. All right. So let's bring down the music a little bit down lower. All right. So here we have the Smallrig NP-F970 battery. Today we'll be doing a test with UPS functionality, if it has that feature. And blah, 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 blah. Okay, you know what? Me likey. So here we'll just go to download, and it will now start to download to your downloaded location. Let me now get back up to here. Song hunting, I will paste the link that I have. It might be different for other people. Then exporting it. Okay. This one is important because I've had this issue from the previous video. I was able to export it out to a different format to save the interlaced video to not be interlaced on YouTube. So I need to set the project to 1080p at 30 FPS. So that is the main thing to do first when opening up the editing profile, the editing software, because it is going to be delivered to YouTube, and this is pretty much the standard of videos on YouTube itself. So add logos and overlays. Here we can delete this. So song hunting. Here's the website that I used. Export as 1080p, 30 FPS, and I think we could probably aim for a bitrate of video encoding for the output exported video as I think 10,000 kilobits per second. Bits, kilo bits per second. Okay. So uploading is pretty much straightforward. Oh, let me put that there. Oh shit. Oh, okay. Didn't know you could do that. Uploading to YouTube. So we can upload and then we can create a thumbnail while it's uploading. Being a less than 5-minute video, it shouldn't take too long to upload. So uploading YouTube, so upload to YouTube, fill in description best suited. Don't forget to credit the music as well as the recording and editing date. What else here? So we could, why does it's a full screen already, but as soon as I click out, it just switches over to a different one. Below, okay. So we upload to YouTube. In that process, we'll make sure we don't forget to credit the music. Then here, we'll add more state, recording and editing date. Supply any links for items to be purchased. Yeah, that's it. I think those are the main 3 things, at least for descriptions. Thumbnail. Set to 1080p frame size. Make sure logo is on there. Okay. And then set to unlisted until all details are correct. Then here set the video to public once ready. Okay. And then paste, and then market note, notification, then set push notification of said video to socials. So far I've only pushed it to my Discord. I haven't pushed it to Instagram or Facebook, because those 2 platforms, I'm using those for my photo booth business. So yeah, and then I think that might be it. So this is pretty much a standardized template. So here we can set the type of category this YouTube video will be set to. Yes. So structure, yes. So here I have set up as audio, video, images, so audio, video, images, exports. Do I need to put in links? Maybe. And then notes for description. And this is an afterthought, but I think if it helps as having everything sort of in one location. Spell check description. Okay, so all of C we want to do wrap text. Okay, cool. Separate. So setting up gear, recording, getting my lines wrong. Yeah. Oh, that can be here. Or well, specifically here. Use OBS to record. Make sure to set the bit rate to 10 kilobits per second. Oh shit, I forgot the music. Done. Did that not wrap? There we go. Why didn't that one? Ah, I know why. Because when I applied this, there wasn't anything in there. 10,000 kilobits per second. Okay. Use OBS to record. Make sure to set the bitrate to 10,000 kilobits per second, and disable overlays, and remove headphones. Set up gear and angles. Set up the cutting board. Yeah, okay. So this is taking quite a while, but if I have a notable template, then it might make things a little bit easier for the future. Missingo, welcome in. Hope you're doing well. How is your stream? So I'm just in the process of getting some things set up in order to prep to record a YouTube video. Oh yeah, we need to separate this and that to that and that. Uploading. Oh, wrong. Sorry. And then Stream-orific. Very good to hear. Content creation template. Okay. File, save. We can always remove this and that script. Okay, so in terms of the location wise, let's just make a quick start now. So we are in YouTube projects 2025-06-10. This is a tech vid, and I apologize for the very small screen sizing. I should look into the zoom. Is there a zoom filter that we can apply? Filter, scroll, scaling aspects. I'll look into that after I get this. Ooh, this is also a power category, but in this case we have the small rig. NP-F970 USB-C. Yep. All right, so here I'll be applying the same folder structure. Ooh. Let's at template structure. So here is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So here we have audio, video, exports, notes, images. Okay, back here. So now we can go here and just copy these base structure folders, paste into here. So one thing that I didn't actually jot down in here is to Photoshop. Okay, I don't know if I need to do we need a template for this to make all the thumbnails sort of similar to each other for all future videos? Future vids? Question mark. Okay. Notify all socials. Okay, let's just save. Scripts, we can probably work on it. Should be fine. Okay, let's now structure. Okay. Again, apologies, you can't see any of this. Let's look for it now. Okay. So what I need to do? What is it? OBS zoom feature. Now, I think Deadly did it, but only if you're looking at OBS itself, not in a generalized. Okay, zoom in and follow effects. Let's have a look at this. Apologies. Here we go. Skip. So here. Mm-hmm. That's what we want. Okay, zoom follow. Okay, here we go. Go to download. And then we will download the zip. Okay, let's have a look. So I might put this, I'll leave it there. I will bring the audio that I found, and I'll paste it here. So this will be audio specific to this project, but does it? Installing this plugin requires me to stop OBS. Ooh, okay, that is interesting. Why is it? There we go. Okay.
So we have the plugin we have the plugin downloaded. Let me extract it. File 7-zip, extract to its own folder. OBS Smooth. Where do we put this again? I should have watched the whole video. Okay, let's go here. Oh, okay. Let me navigate to where I can paste this. Downloads OBS asset. It's not an asset. It is a filter, maybe. Yeah, put in there. Okay. So now we go to. Oh, okay, you guys can't see it because it's on a different location. Let's watch the video though. Scripts plus. Okay. So tools, scripts plus. I will now navigate to the location of where I've placed it. Filters, zoom to mouse. Okay. Let's continue on. Mm-hmm. Ooh, too fast, too fast. Okay, close. Settings. Hotkeys. Mouse zoom. Yep. Okay, so if I click Z, oh wait, on OBS, I don't know. Okay, so OBS settings. Hotkeys. Mouse to zoom. Did I save it? Yeah. Z and X. Do I need to go into scripts? Do I need to enable this? Or that should be now set to correctly.
Okay, let me check to make sure we're in the right display cap. Yeah, display cap 3. Doesn't seem to be working. Primary monitor. Yeah, this is the primary monitor. So, how am I? So OBS doesn't seem to want to activate. So let's go into settings again. Hey Chris, welcome in. Yeah, I'm just trying to get it working. So I've installed the script LUA, and I'm just toggle zoom to mouse. might just do Shift Z and then Shift X, because Control Z and Control X are different functionalities. Apply. So, oh. Apply. Okay. So, and I've selected the correct display cap to display cap 3, which is what this entire window is. Is there anything else I need to do? Because it's not, doesn't seem to be functioning. Oh shit, that was wrong. Scene collection manager, no. That's wrong settings. Let's have a look here. Hotkeys. Ah, okay. Apply. So, no, I think it's oh shit. It's in its own. It's not a copy, I don't think. No, it's not. Yeah, it's its own. Should work. Right. Shift Z. All right, that's, you know what, we'll work it out later. We'll work it out later. But yeah, that seemed pretty painless to install because I'm able to see it as a within the scripts. Yeah. Unclear. Do I need to select the display source? Nope. Okay, that's fine. Well, I'll look at it later. What am I up to? All right. So I've developed some kind of a template for when I do recording YouTube content. So I've already jotted down everything that's coming out from my brain into here. Right, so now we are at the setup prep to film. So we've got face cam, we've got an overhead cam already. So this one I've had to readjust to make sure that it is in this general area here. Okay, so we have the devices. So I'll prepare the device here. Move everything else out of the way. Cables, all right. Okay, here we go. So we have the actual battery itself. We have a box, it's a different box, but sorry, it's a different color battery, but it's the same unit. We have a device that also accepts the intended purpose of this battery. Yep, power's on. We also need to bring in cables. Okay, this cable should be fine. It is short. We use a different cable. It's fine. So what I might bring in is this cable that has a digital display of incoming wattage. So that should be fine. Then I'll prep the charger, which is going to be supplying the power. And the charger is this. Oh, so the purpose that I want to try and do, or the reason why I'm doing this video, is I guess to educate some of these batteries and its functionality of being used as an uninterruptible power supply. And it's a feature that isn't advertised or marketed from these battery units itself. So right now it's connected in this way as its intended purpose. So NP-F battery and device that accepts NP-F batteries. So that's fine. So right now we want to remove it from this system and utilize this as a standalone power device, and connecting it via USB type A, and then at the same time being charged via USB type C. And that would hopefully not disconnect. So this Axoon HDMI receiver is able to be powered via DC barrel, USB type C input, as well as the NP-F connectors there. But we will now connect it via USB cable, and now we'll power it like this. Power it in, power on. It's now being powered via USB cable and not the intended battery. So while it's powering up, I will then also now connect a charging adapter to provide charge into this device and make sure that the connected USB isn't going to be interrupted or disconnect. So this is another option for those who wish to use, who want a UPS power source for the Bella Box encoders. So that's pretty much the purpose. Is to the ultimate goal is to showcase that we can connect this battery to this encoder, and then have this battery be charged. And I'll do that right now. So it's still on. The battery is now being charged by this lightning power, and this unit is still powered on via USB power and not battery. And then it is also being charged at a rate of 34
what's input. And now if we disconnect the input power, will this power cycle all get interrupted? No. Okay, so this is another option for those who wish to who are seeking a UPS device to for instance power their Bella Box encoders. Welcome in, WT. Hope you are doing well. So that is the intention of this video, and now I'm getting everything ready to make a YouTube video based on this feature. How to prevent, I don't know, that's beyond me. I'm not a fire person, I have no idea. So yeah. That's okay, weaker man. Alright, so now I'm going to prep the table to start recording. Yes, and I bought this with my own money. I'm not affiliated to anything or anyone. Alright, let's now prep the table in order to do recording. Let's go. Alright, let's... It's hot, so that's why I'm wearing. Alright. Should we do yellow, green, red, or blue? Should we just stick with yellow for now? Yellow for power. Yeah, the mic is over here, sorry. Yellow. Should we do yellow, green, red, or blue? Can you hear me now? Bitch. Good, okay. What color? Yellow, green, or blue, or red? Tell me! We'll do yellow. Okay. This is literally a chopping board, I think. So I saw it cheap. They were selling like $1 for all the 4 colors. So now I'll use this to create a solid color base as a different contrast to the item in hand. Thank you. This is the Logitech Pop Keys with a yellow mice. So it's wireless. It's a wireless keyboard, mechanical. It is a bit weighty, but you know, yeah, I like it. I haven't actually used like a professional mechanical keyboard, you know, with the thonk and the tonk. So I have no idea. All right, we'll use a yellow to create a base to give the contrast between the item at hand but as you can see, this is a thin piece of material. So I'll be adding in some white pieces of paper. I'll also increase the brightness here. I'll add some white pieces of paper to the underside to make it brighter more. More brighter. Brighter more? More brighter. Alright, so I'll just put one in so you guys can kind of see the difference between the yellow with the mouse pad underneath or with a white sheet of paper. Boom. And then if we put the battery over it, boom. Okay. It's fine. We're fine. Give that a wipe. Wipe.
down. Okay, and then we have the Smallrig battery here. Focus, please. Please. We'll bring it back down one. Okay, now I have already created a scene. Oh, why is the OBS off? Did I turn off OBS? Oh, so overlays? Shit. Give me a second. Let me just see why overlays isn't actually enabled. It is in the preview. Let me change. Okay. So it must be this angle. Oh, there we go. Okay. So I won't be using this. So I've already created a source within OBS specific to making YouTube videos. So let's bring it over here. So now there's no music. I'm now going to readjust the camera. My boom arm is broke. Please, please. All right. So we're here. We might make some adjustments because I've changed the camera since the last time I have recorded a YouTube video. So let me now just get this sort of straight. All right, let me now make the adjustments for the top camera. Alt. Oh, keyboard's not even on. How dare you? Undo. Okay, Alt will now crop in. Top as well. And edge. We will now increase the size. Then bring it over. It doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be perfect, so. All right, how is the audio? I might need to bring that up a little bit. Okay. Ooh. All right, now let me get the. I'll go to the fisheye. All right, I'm now going to bring up a script that I have developed already. And if I can bring it over to this window here, then I can actually read it while sort of in line with the camera. I actually do have a teleprompter, but that's somewhere. It's somewhere. Okay, don't need to be that big. We can shrink it down. All right, so I have a script here. Let's start, end, and I'll be jibber-jabbing quite a lot. But then I can't see the stream. Okay, let me quickly check the settings for OBS recording. Shit, okay. Let me go here, settings, we go to output recording. I've set it to 10,000 kilobits per second, only to try and get a more high quality capture. So that's good. All right, so I've set that. What else is in the, so prep to film, OBS, yep, 10,000, remove headphones, okay, and remove overlays. So I went here, shit. All right, so music is off, overlays is off in this particular scene. I do have a logo, which is intended for purposes of making sure the people who steal content can't. Okay, so the mic wasn't always in frame on the last video. So I'm gonna have to yell just a little bit. Oh, why is Okay. Yeah. Indeed. I can still read chat. It's not overlaid, and I can't hear anything on my headphones. One. Keep that the same. Okay. Yeah, one more. All right. Let's get started. Where's my script? Ooh, okay, yep. My face, I have quite an oily face. So, yeah. I should have shaved. I should have shaved. Rolling lights, camera. Oh, I should change glasses too. Yeah. Check the shirt. Hey. Okay, let's see. It's not perfect. Doesn't have to be. It's just. It's supposed to just be a very quick video, and that's it. I don't have monitoring, so I can't hear anything. Become a pro streamer. Yeah. Okay, I'm recording now. Hopefully that doesn't crash my PC. All right. Recording. Okay. Let's get started. I'm going to be a professional now. So, yes, I'm going to be professional. Fuck you guys. I'm going to be a professional. This is all streaming, so okay. Slouch straight back. Yeah, the background doesn't matter. How's the audio here? It's not too low. I just have to speak with projection. Peter Piper Pecker pedal. Good. Okay. Thank you, Chris. Right. Here's me being somewhat professional. Shit. Sorry. I forgot this was live, so I do apologize about the loud snap. Thank you, WT. I really appreciate that. Ooh, yeah. Because OBS, there's quite a bit of stutter or lag on some of the cameras, which isn't, for live streaming, isn't as bad. But for content creation, some people do nitpick. Okay. Check if I'm recording. I am recording. I'm minute 36 in. Okay. Hello and welcome to my channel. Today I will be doing a quick video with the Smallrig NP-F970 USB-C rechargeable battery. The task I'll be performing today is specifically whether or not this particular battery is able to act as an uninterruptible power supply, or a UPS. Okay, let's move on. Oh shit. So here we have the box for the Smallrig NP-F970 battery. It has a capacity of 10,500 milliamp hours at a voltage of 7.3 volts. Its rated capacity is 76.65 watt hours. Okay, move on. We have the battery here. Should I peel this? Yeah, I should peel it. Oh. Okay. Oh shit. Now everything comes up. Damn. Okay. Oh. Ah, fuck it. So this battery is a standard NP-F battery. It has pins on the underside. It also has a USB Type A port, which is rated at a QC 3.0, which is capable of delivering 5 volt 3 amps at 15 watts, 9 volts 3 amps at 27 watts, as well as 12 volt 2.25 amps at 25 watts. On the other side, we have a USB Type C port. This is rated for fast charging at a maximum of 36 watts. Okay. So 1, 2, 3. Okay. The screen itself is an OLED display. All right, moving on. Okay, here we go. Oh, I can't even see that. So we do quick cuts and quick edits. So, all right. So this here is an Axoon HDMI receiver. It has a rear plate for the NP-F battery, and all we do is slide this in, and now we will power on the receiver, and now it powers on as intended when using the NP-F battery. Okay, we'll wait for it to power through. Okay, done. So this is, oh, that was a bit quick. So this is the Axoon CineView HE HDMI receiver, powered on via the Smallrig NP-F970 battery. Power that off. Good. Okay, moving on. We'll just do one entire long recording, and then we'll just do chop edits and cuts in between. Okay. Here we go. That came out of fucking nowhere. Whew. The Axoon HDMI receiver is able to be powered via 3 inputs. One is via the NP-F battery, one is via a DC barrel plug, and one is via the USB Type C 5 volt in. Today we'll be doing that in regards to utilizing this battery on whether or not it can act as a UPS. So we will now plug in a USB cable into the receiver, and the other end we'll plug into the USB port, USB Type A port of the Smallrig NP-F battery. All right, so now let's power on the Axoon, and the Axoon is being powered via USB-C cable from the Smallrig battery. Okay, we'll wait and see. So now the HDMI receiver is being powered via USB-C from the Smallrig battery. What I have here is a 100 watt charger along with a USB to USB-C charge cable rated at 100 watts. I will now insert this charge cable into the Smallrig NP-F battery, and we will see whether or not the connected device will be interrupted. As you can see, there is a lightning icon on the OLED display, as well as power meter being displayed to indicate incoming charge into the Smallrig battery. And during that period of time, the HDMI receiver did not disconnect or interrupt during the input charge power. Okay, we will now disconnect the input charge power into the Smallrig. Almost had it. Okay, we will now disconnect the input charge power into the Smallrig battery to see whether or not it interrupts the HDMI receiver. So the receiver is still being powered, and the Smallrig battery is still providing power to the receiver. All right, that's it. That's it. Done. Oh, record. Where are you? Stop. Stop it. Stop recording. Okay, good. Where are we? I need to hear myself. Are we back? Okay, good. Good. You still don't know what the equipment. Okay, so this particular piece of equipment. Yes, I am going to edit live. Yes. So this is a HDMI receiver, and a wireless HDMI receiver. It's one of the items that I have that actually runs off the NP-F batteries. Hence why I'm using it to run the example of the intended purpose of this battery, but now using it as a different type of purpose. So in essence, what I want to try and showcase is that this battery can run a Bella Box encoder and act as a UPS supply, power supply, a uninterruptible power supply. So then you just need to have these two items in your bag and then top up this battery with another power bank, and it doesn't disconnect or power cycle the encoder, which is being used for IRL streaming. Hopefully that makes sense. If not, let me know and I'll try explain it in a different manner. So, all right, we have recorded. I'll now clear the table because we don't need any of this anymore. Let's go into wireless. What does a wireless HDMI encoder? This isn't an encoder. This is just a wireless HDMI transmitter receiver unit. What this does is transmit a HDMI video signal over a wide range of distance. This particular receiver, I believe, can push to about 100 meters. I'm not sure what that is in feet. So one is the receiver, this unit here, and one is a transmitter, which lives on a camera. So the intended purpose is to not have it to lay down 100 meters of cable. If that was your intended distance, you can just use one unit on your camera and then one receiver unit at your base station 100 meters away. All right. It's good that you're asking, you know, because some of these technologies isn't as I mean, not everyone needs to know this information. Is this more advanced than a television setup? It really depends. I think with the the standard style television style trucks has a place and purpose in today's society still. So this, I'm using it for whenever I do. Oh, hang on, I'm in a different scene. Sorry. So whenever I do paid live streaming gigs, such as a wedding or a funeral, I can set up multiple cameras without having to lay down cable, which in itself becomes a trip hazard. So yeah, so that's pretty much the purpose that I have this, is to literally pick up the camera, set it somewhere, turn everything on, head back to my base station, and then receive a video signal from that camera at a distance away. Oh, excuse me. Okay. Now let's check our our template of what we should be doing. So script done, prep to film, set up the gear, recording, pack up the gear, organization. So yes, wireless is good. These days, man, wireless is great. Okay. Organizations already done, or kind of. Let me bring up the folder and bring it up. Yes, as long as if your input and output is able to do HDMI, then you can use it for anything you want. Is that good enough to park your PC town in a different room, play games and learn? So it has about a 6 frame delay. If you want 0 delay, you're looking at spending like almost $2,000 on a single transmitter and receiver combo. So yeah. Yeah, future time or now, because we're going to be editing. I'm going to be talking shit anyway. And if the move zoom thing works, I can't. it's not letting me. If I can, yep. I don't. No, it's not letting me. Yeah, I'll have to look into the move zoom script at another time. So, JPR, welcome in. Do you know much about fiber optic display port cables? Not display port. I know about fiber optic HDMI cables. Because of the fiber optic cable itself, it allows you to extend a HDMI video and audio signal up to 100 meters via cable, but it's only one way. With HDMI cables, short ones, you can plug in any end and it will work in any direction. But with fiber optic style cables, whether it be HDMI or DisplayPort, there is one end that is display, which goes to your screen, and another end that says source, which is your camera or your PC or whatever you want to show. Yeah. So unfortunately, I can't make this bigger, so I do apologize. So I've already created a folder specific to this project, which is the Smallrig battery. So if we go in, I have also created subfolders. I'll bring it up to, yeah. I've also created subfolders for each of the assets that I want to utilize. So here we have audio. I've already downloaded a audio file that I think will be good as background music for this video. Exports, that's after I've edited the video and exported out. Images, I don't have any images. So this folder I'll be using as a folder to create thumbnails, which I might just copy over the previous one. That's a bit of a stretch, but you know, we'll copy all these ones. Oh wait, we don't need that one. We need that one. We need that one and that one. Copy. Okay, so for images, I'll be prepping these files to be for the thumbnail, because you know thumbnails are exciting. Notes, this will be where I'll be putting in notes to put into the descriptions of the YouTube video itself. And video, okay, I will now need to go into my Twitch recording and see where I've placed it. All right, I believe this is it. Yep, so we'll just say that. I will just mute myself. Right, so this looks to be an 8.5 minute video of full runtime. Now, unfortunately, there is some gaps here, but you know what? Fuck it. We are just making video content. So here, there is no overlays. I believe I have audio. I do have audio, but I'm not sure if you guys can hear it. Boom, okay. And during that period of it's time, low on OBS, but I can hear it loud on my headphone. All right, recording of the recording is ready. So now I will copy that and paste it into the project, into the correct folder. So with editing, it's good to have a good folder structure. And that's just me personally, because I've edited for quite a long time. It's good to have good folder structure as well as good naming conventions. So here, the master sort of project folder, I've just called it a YouTube project folder. And these folders are separate videos. So yeah. I've lived with that. So yeah, but in terms of projects or paid work, I make sure to try and have all this set up in the right way. But for normal things, whatever, wherever, you know, it goes there, it goes there, it goes there. All right, we have now created a folder with all the assets in their appropriate folder locations. So now let's open up. Actually, we'll minimize Streamer.Bot. We don't need the script anymore. I was literally reading half of this and then I just went off on a tangent. So I didn't even read the rest here. Save. Okay, it's not supposed to be thoughts and prayers, okay? it's script. Script. We'll now paste that into the notes. All right, so that's the script for the Smallrig battery. So this, yeah, I'll keep this open. This is sort of the template, the running sheet, so to speak, of creating a YouTube video, at least in my process. Okay, let's now open up Blackmagic Design DaVinci Resolve. We are taking ads, but that's okay. Everything is fine. Everything is fine. Now, I can't remember. Years and years of planning and lived and life experience. Right? Okay. We will now create a new project and we will now call it 2025-06-10. What did I call the other one? So YT for YouTube. This is a tech-based video. This is in the power category, and this is the Smallrig NP-F970 USB Type-C battery. Create. Okay. We have a... Oh, you guys can't see all of that. Is that good? Should I... Yeah, okay, this might be better. Right, we have we've opened up a project in DaVinci Resolve Studio. Now, according to what my notes have stated, make sure I have set the project to 1080p 30 frames. So we go into File, Project Settings, 1080p, time frame rate, we need to set it to 30, playback rate 30 frames per second, and that's pretty much it for the project settings. Because the intended delivery is on YouTube, YouTube likes 1080p 30 frames per second. Alright, I've now set the project to that. I will now import media and I will navigate to the location of the project. In this case, we are in Smallrig and we'll now find the video. Right, that's now have been imported into well, you guys can't see that. Hang on, let me disappear. I should bring it down. Yeah, it's alright. Alright, let me just disappear for a second. Now we need to add the audio that I've already found. So import media. We'll go back. And now we'll go into the audio folder that I've already pre-made. And now we'll import the audio. Alright, I will now drag the video down into the timeline. And I will now go into the editing section of the DaVinci Resolve program. Let's go into here. Now, because OBS records like 6 different channels of audio, I'm just going to leave it as is. Now, we will now need to look for, all right, recording. Okay, I don't see, any drop frames, because usually when I'm running a different piece of software whilst streaming, things just start to glitch out, and I've disappeared. Sorry. Yeah, things just start to glitch out. So, oh, I think I am recording. Okay. Okay. Let's get started. I'm going to be a professional now. So, yes, I'm going to be professional. Fuck you guys. I'm going to be a professional. This is all streaming, so okay. That's right. Fuck you guys. Shit. Sorry. I forgot. Thank you, WT. I really appreciate that. Ooh, yeah. Because OBS, there's this. Let me scrub. I'm not using the. Should I? Should I use the speed editor? I'll put it somewhere here. Let me feel around for it. Okay, you know what? I bought it. Might as well use it. So I have the DaVinci Resolve speed editor. So might as well use it. Okay, let's go top down. Top down. Oh wait, we could. Oh well, because the USB cable is on the rear. Okay. Yes, we get practice. Now I have routed a cable for this purpose. And please don't break anything. Please, please, please. Okay, we're now plugging the USB cable. USB-C cable, sorry. Now, whether or not it's actually connected to my PC is another question. It is not. Alright, I will plug in. I'll plug it into a different port. Because it's not permanent, so. Okay, we're on. Okay, we're reconnecting it in. So I can't use the keyboard because, well, I can't use it on top here. So if I use a couple of these boxes to elevate it up, so it's not going to snap the cable. Start. Okay, let's go back into top down, or do we? Where's the? Oh, you guys can't see anything. Hang on, let me shift something around. Display. You guys can't see nothing. Ooh, ooh. Display. Yeah. So we've got real-time hand movements here. Will that be enough? But then if I make it too small, okay, you don't need to see all of the editing. I can probably shrink that. Oh, undo. I can undo. Alt. Will now crop. Yep. And I guess I can move my face up here, maybe. Yep. Okay. So I have a jog wheel here. Will go through, and the display cap. We will probably bring it up larger because we don't really need. Oh well, we'll see. Okay, let's play on some of the cameras, which isn't, you know, for live streaming, isn't as bad. Is that okay? Do I need to change any outlays? Can you guys follow what I'm doing? For content. Okay. There's a lot of neck snapping. Hello and welcome to my channel. Today I will be doing a quick video with the Smallrig NP-F970 USB-C rechargeable battery. The task I'll be performing today is specifically whether or not...
I think that was a good run. Okay, let's now cut. I can't remember how I cut. Okay, good. So there's a button here called split. So I wasn't sure which one it was. Okay. So what split did is it cut everything in the timeline. Ooh. Okay, I think yeah, you don't really need the other ones. Okay, here we go. Play.
Hello and welcome to my channel.
Right.
Today I'll be doing a video. I'll be performing today is specifically whether or not this particular battery is able to act as an uninterruptible power supply or a UPS.
Okay, so we can split that. We don't need the beginning anymore. So is it delete? Usually if I click backspace, it only removes the top, but if I click delete, it deletes everything in that section. So delete. Okay. All right, here now we need to scrub through.
Okay, let's move on. Here we have the box for the Smallrig NP-F970 battery. It has a capacity of 10,500 milliamp hours at a voltage of 7.3 volts. It's...
Let me bring up the desktop audio. So this might get a bit loud. Apologies.
Voltage of 7.3 volts. Its rated capacity is 76.65 watt hours.
Ooh, that's right. We'll do some snap editing there. Snip.
Is able to act as an uninterruptible power supply or a UPS.
And then here.
So here we have the...
So here, so it's split there. We'll now select and then ripple delete. So here,
or a UPS.
So that was a bit of a long pause.
A UPS.
Okay. Split that. Delete.
Interruptible power supply. Or the task I'll be performing today, USB-C rechargeable battery.
I said battery. So I'm just getting rid of like pauses because this is supposed to be a quick video.
Hello.
Yeah, we'll leave that there
and
because
welcome to my channel.
I'll probably add titles and stuff, so we'll need something.
Today I will be doing a quick video with the Smallrig NP-F970 USB-C rechargeable battery. The task I'll be performing today is specifically whether or not this particular battery is able to act as an uninterruptible power supply or a UPS. So here we have the box for the Smallrig NP-F970 battery. It has a capacity of hours.
Okay, move on. now everything comes up. Damn.
So this battery...
Ooh, should I...
Yeah, I should peel it.
Oh. Yeah, I'll add that. I'll add that in. I'll add that in.
Yeah, I should peel it. Yeah, I should peel it.
Oh. Okay. All right, that's good. That's good. Good. It's good. It's hilarious. Oh man.
Yeah, I should peel it.
Oh. All right. I will have to create... I'll have to create a duplicate of this. So copy, paste. So with this one, we'll need to... Oh, you guys can't see that. Let me bring that over. So here I will now... So for the... I've created two copies of the same video. Now my intention is to create a zoom in just on the face and the peel. Although now that I'm looking at it, I could probably get away with one. I could definitely get away with the one. Okay. Otherwise, I was going to zoom in just on the face on one source and then zoom in on the peel on the other source. Yeah, I should peel it. Oh. I won't put the laugh in. It'll make it even more awkward. Oh. Okay, no laugh, no laugh. Make it even awkward as shit. Oh, we don't need that. Delete. We don't need that. Okay, here we go. Oh. Okay, we'll trim forward. So this battery is a standard NP-F battery. So okay, let's split there. Delete. So this battery is a standard NP-F battery. It has pins on the underside. It also has a USB Type A port, which is rated at a QC 3.0, which is capable of delivering 5 volt 3 amps at 15 watts, 9 volts 3 amps. We could probably cut down just a little bit here. Oh, so this battery. Now, unless I'm not mistaken, I don't know if there is a way to zoom in using this control board. Usually there's, in order for me to zoom into the timeline to do very finite or fine-tuned editing, like frame by frame. So here, so we could split there. Delete. So this battery is a standard NP-F battery. It has pins on the underside. Underside, yeah, you can split that. Split that. So it may not make sense on the video frame. It also has on the underside. It also has a USB Type A port, which is rated. Yeah, there's a lot of space there, but that's just how I talk. Delete. Okay, let's go here. It also has pins. Oh, so this battery is a standard NP-F battery. It has pins on the underside. It also has a USB Type A port, which is rated at a QC 3.0. Wait, I didn't. Which that's like 2 frames. I'm worried about 2 frames. Jesus. Okay. A port, which is rated. It also has a USB. Split. A USB underside. It also has a USB Type. No, I need that because I'm opening the Type A port, which is rated at a QC 3.0, which is capable of delivering 5 volt 3 amps at 15 watts. Split. Delete. 9 volts at 15 watts. 9 volts 3 amps. Okay. Split. Record delete. 9 watts, 9 volts, 3 amps at 27 watts, as well as 12 volt. Yeah, okay, undo that one. We can keep them there. Watts, as well as 12 volt 2.25 amps at 25 watts. Split that. On the other side, we have a USB at 25 watts. On the other watts. On the other side, we have a USB Type-C port. This is rated for fast charging at. Oh, that was quite breathy. This is what we can do
Wait. Port. Split. This. Am I missing? Oh. There is a very slight delay of monitoring as well. So I might be missing. This entire thing might be goofed. Port is rated for fast charging at a maximum of 36 watts. Okay. You know what? I'm gonna switch my audio from monitoring via OBS. I'm gonna switch it direct to my headphones, so I can actually focus. Focus. Thanks, Chris. All right, let's go here. Wait. Okay, yep. I have real time. Yeah, we can put that in. So the screen itself is no OLED display. That sounded forced. Split, delete. Okay, pause. Split. Ooh, okay. That was a long pause too, so let me go there. Why is that different? Okay, we don't need that. And we don't need that. We don't need that either. Oh shit, that was loud. Hang on. Oh. Okay, so this part I'll explain what the actual unit is. Oh, this YouTube channel, exclamation mark YT. YTT? That is my YouTube channel. I've already made one video. So yes. Chat has been pushing. Okay? Discord has been pushing me to make a video of some sort to push onto the YouTubes. I find that some items that are available can also perform other services, such as running as a UPS. So, which isn't advertised, but it can do it. All right, let's go back to where we were. Okay, here we go. And so we've explained. Do we need to do this? Oh, okay, here we go, yep. Oh yeah, what happened? I've been inside all day today, so I'm not sure if anything newsworthy happened. Oh yeah. So if for those who aren't aware, the ports for ship docking or whatever, the previous two political parties, I think it might have been Labour or Liberal, they leased to a Chinese company. So 100 years, I think it is. They leased the port of Darwin to a Chinese company for 100 years. I don't know. You know, I have no idea how they did it or why they did it, and whether or not there was good financial incentive to do so. But it's been in the lease of the Chinese company for, dare I say, 4 years, 5 years. Yeah, it's been a while, and for that to not fire up red flags to federal is another question. And yeah, it's a big thing, but it doesn't really affect locals, unfortunately. Except for the security of Australia, maybe. Who knows? Congratulations, you received 100 messages today with Restream chat. I think that might have been one of the requirements, is that you have to hire local workers. And that's with Darwin, Northern Territory, is that any company, whether that be from interstate or overseas, a percentage, a hard-line percentage, has to be from local workers of Darwin or the Northern Territory, and a percentage of, and then an extra percentage for indigenous workforce. So yeah. USB. Split. Okay, let's go here. Damn, I spoke too fast. Hey, too fast. Ooh, okay. So yeah, that gap seems. Yep, there we go. Split. Delete. Does anyone cycle up there in Darwin? Now that the dry season's here, I expect to see a lot more cyclists on the roads. So yeah, well, Deadly TTV does cycling up here when he does his IRL streams. Yeah, a mate of mine does cycling. But when he explains to me the cost, I'm like, what the fuck? $1,000 just for the frame. Insane. Okay, here we go. Where were we? Back. So we have USB type A. That was a pause there. So this might be nitpicking, just cutting out all the pauses, jump cuts and stuff. So I think, because I'm just listening to it, I'm not actually looking at the video. So we'll just have a quick look and see what I'm actually doing with my hands. see if there's anything else here. I could do a... Never mind. Splits, deletes. That was a long pause too. Can we get vid sound back? Oh shit. Apologies. I forgot that if I switch from one, yeah, okay. No worries. I forgot about that. Because if I pipe it to my headset, you guys don't hear a thing. I don't want to miss a thing. So these are small salami sticks. Donskis. Schnack. These are schnacks. And now I've got oil all over my fingers. Damn it. Hang on. Okay. Should be back. Apologies for that. What I have here is a 100 watt charger along with a USB to USB-C from the Smallrig battery. What I have here is a 100 watt charger along with a USB to USB-C charge cable rated at 100 watts. I will now insert this charge cable into the Smallrig NP-F battery, and we will see whether or not the connected device will be interrupted. As you can see, there is a lightning icon on the OLED display, as well as power meter being displayed to indicate incoming charge into the Smallrig battery. And during that period of time, the HDMI receiver did not disconnect all the time. The HDMI receiver did not disconnect or interrupt during the input charge power. Okay, we will now disconnect the, I forgot I did that with my glasses. Okay, we will now disconnect the input charge power into the Smallrig. Almost had it. Okay, we will now disconnect the input charge power into the Smallrig battery to see whether or not it interrupts the HDMI receiver. Okay, we will now disconnect the input charge power into the Smallrig battery to see whether or not it interrupts the HDMI receiver. So the receiver is still being powered and the Smallrig battery is still providing power to the receiver. All right, that's it. Done. Okay. Delete. Back. What I have here is a 100 watt charger along with a USB to USB-C charge cable rated at 100 watts. So now the HDMI receiver is being powered via USB-C from the Smallrig battery. What I have here is a Okay. So now I am going to create two separate segments. And then a third. I might have to open up. Damn it. No. Undo. Edit, redo.
I might have to go into the previous project and pull in the logo. Actually, where is it? Where's the logo? Mossy, welcome in. Hope you're doing well. Okay, let's title. So we need to go into the effects, and then we will. Oh shit! Wait, titles. There's a. Oh, you guys can't see that. Let me disappear. So there is an option here for titles, and then I will now create a custom text here. Now this text I will have to apply to this section here to indicate hang on, let me see what I wrote for the previous let me see what I wrote for the previous video. Details, which one? 24. See any of the connected electronics have been interrupted. Provide the cable that mount gear Nighthawk and connected. We have USB Type-C cable charge as a D port connected to the charge by the battery indicator. The have been interrupted. The amount battery is being charged by the battery indicator moving up. Okay, removing charge cable. I will need to type that in to the text file. Okay, here, I don't know if you guys can see that. Yes, you can. Removing charge cable, comma, underscore. Removing charge cable whilst Smallrig NP-F970 battery is powering the HDMI. That is a lot of text, so hang on. Removing the charging cable is removing charging cable whilst Smallrig NP-F battery is powering HDMI receiver. I before E, except after C. Is powering the HDMI receiver. Oh. Will it interrupt? Question mark. That's a lot of text. People can pause. It's fine. Everything's fine. Removing charging cable whilst Smallrig NP-F battery is powering the HDMI receiver. You know what? Via USB. Via USB. Will it interrupt? That is the question. Okay. Now let me expand that. Let's copy this and paste it here. And now we'll make the adjustments. Inserting charging cable whilst Smallrig NP-F F970 battery is powering the HDMI receiver via USB. Will it interrupt? Okay. And here
we will also copy. Dang it. Paste, and I'll need to save because I haven't actually done the saving. Alright, so this is something that I'll have to add into notes. So if I bring up my project folder, because I'm going to assume that this is going to be happening quite a bit. Will it interrupt text? Paste, save, and web address overlay. So I'll have to manually add that in again because I won't. Okay, my face is over the screen, so apologies for that. So that's what I've added. So this is part of what I'll probably have to add into every other new video. And then here I'm going to have to where's the other video? I'm going to have to add these as texts overlays. Okay, so a Samsung. What in the world? Always fit. So here I'll need to. It's not even on there. What did I do? Undo. Okay, this is a youtube.com/@mit40-live streaming, and then twitch.tv/mit40. Okay, so now we will make the adjustments to not be as zoomed in, changing the location. Okay, so boom, play. Good afternoon, it's good night here.
Hello,
yes,
and welcome to my channel. Today I will be doing. Hello and welcome in everyone.
Okay, let me bring that up, and this is a overlay, so I'm gonna have to apply it to the whole video editing project. Yeah, the Vinci Resolve. I am also using a speed editor. Not yet. I am currently on 19. How do I get out of this? How do I get out of this? Learn more? No. How do I get out of this? Okay, good. Yeah, I saw that. I haven't updated yet. So, yeah. Continue.
Hello and welcome.
Okay, so I've left that open gap because I need to add the logo, which I don't remember where I've placed it. Import media, desktop. No, that's something I'll have to add every time too. So I'll just do that JPEG. Alright. Open there. And React. Okay. So I'll now zoom in, apply the logo to here. Video transition, so we're just doing things quick. Cross dissolve, although this is an open gap. Cross dissolve as well. Make sure everyone sees the logo, and then titles. Okay, so we've added music. Now we need to make the adjustments to allow to add the music title. Okay, let's give it a listen and see if it fits the vibe of the edited video. Hello? That is a long gap. Okay. Let's bring down to here, bring this to here. That one. Yeah, I think that one might be better. You won't see the keyboard anymore, but it's fine. Hello and welcome to my channel. Today I will be doing a quick video with the Smallrig NP-F970 USB-C rechargeable battery. The task I'll be performing today is specifically whether or not this particular battery is able to act as an uninterruptible power supply, or a UPS. So here we have the box for the Smallrig NP-F970 battery. It has a capacity of 10,500 milliamp hours at a voltage of 7.3 volts. Its rated capacity is 76.65 watt hours. Yeah, I should peel it. Oh, so this battery is a standard NP-F battery. It has pins on the underside. It also has a USB Type A port, which is rated at a QC 3.0, which is capable of delivering 5 volt 3 amps at 15 watts, 9 volts 3 amps at 27 watts, as well as 12 volt 2.25 amps at 25 watts. On the other side, we have a USB Type C port. It is rated for fast charging at a maximum of 36 watts. The screen itself is an OLED display. Alright, so this here is an Axoon HDMI receiver. It has a rear plate for the NP-F battery, and all we do is slide this in, and now we will power on the receiver, and now it powers on as intended when using the NP-F battery. The Axoon HDMI receiver is able to be powered via 3 inputs. One is via the NP-F battery, one is via a DC barrel plug, and one is via the USB Type C 5 volt in. Today we'll be doing that in regards to utilizing this battery on whether or not it can act as a UPS. So we will now plug in a USB cable. Probably don't need all that explanation. Be Type C 5 volt in. Today we'll 5 volt in. Oh, you know, it's fine. Today we'll be doing that in regards to utilizing this battery on whether or not it can act as a UPS. Split, delete. We can. Nope, 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 nope. Undo, undo. What am I doing wrong? Oh, it's backspace, not delete. Backspace, backspace. Plus, okay, where are we? USB Type C 5 volt in. Today we'll be doing that in regards. Okay, we don't need this. We can delete that. We can probably split here as well, and then we can probably, yep, okay, there we go, we shifted it down. Type C 5 volt in. So we will now plug in a USB cable, USB Type C 5 volt in. So we will now plug in a USB cable into the receiver, and the other end will plug into the USB Type A port of the Smallrig NP-F battery. So now let's power on. That was quite a few quick cuts there. Smallrig NP-F battery. So now let's power on the Axoon, and the Axoon is being powered via USB-C cable from the Smallrig battery. So now the HDMI receiver is being powered via USB-C. Okay, doesn't want to extend. There we go. Right, let's go down here. Let's reinsert the... Actually, no, we can't because we need copy, paste. We need the sound. So now let's power on the Axoon and the battery. What a... Insert this charge cable into the Smallrig NP-F battery and we will see... Right, let me check to see if we can try and meld some of this music together. USB type A port of the Smallrig NP-F battery. So now let's power on the Axoon, and the Axoon is being powered via USB-C cable from the Smallrig battery. So now let's power on the Axoon, and the Axoon is being powered via USB-C cable from the Smallrig battery. So now the HDMI receiver is being powered via USB-C from the Smallrig battery. What a... Did I just repeat myself? So now let's power on the Axoon, and the Axoon is being powered via USB-C cable from the Smallrig battery. So now the HDMI receiver is being powered via USB-C. Yeah, I've repeated myself. Okay, delete. Okay, so we can do cross dissolve. We'll zoom in. Oh, that's a bad cross dissolve. Cross dissolve there. We'll add a cross dissolve to here. That's okay. Battery. You tested your external battery to charge your iPhone 13 with film. It looks like the battery can't charge anymore. Not sure if there's a battery. Ooh, it might be. Sometimes some iPhone batteries just don't hold charge. So yeah, that might be the case. All right, let me quickly save. Save project. Okay, let's see how this looks. C cable from the Smallrig battery. Ooh. Smallrig battery. Have here is a 100 watt charger along with a USB to USB-C charge cable rated at 100 watts. I will now insert this charge cable into the Smallrig NP-F battery and we will see whether or not the connected device will be interrupted. As you can see, there is a lightning icon on the OLED display, as well as power meter being displayed to indicate incoming charge into the Smallrig battery. And during that period of time, the HDMI receiver did not disconnect or interrupt during the input charge power. Let's do that. Will that even work? Power. Yeah, you know what? That's fine. Whatever. I was going to dip to black. Okay, we will now disconnect the input charge power into the Smallrig battery to see whether or not it interrupts the HDMI receiver. So the receiver is still being powered and the Smallrig battery is still providing power to the receiver. Text here. No, just for the purpose of UPS. In the beginning of the video, I explained that some people or some electronics would like to not, what's the word? Uninterruptibility. So this is a very specific niche piece of information for those who want a UPS for their devices. Which in my case, I want to showcase that the battery can be used with my BellaBox encoder, because these things, at least with the Orange Pi 5 Plus, doesn't have a UPS board to be attached to this. So most people are trying to use a power bank for that purpose. Some power banks are able to act as a UPS, but some don't, and it's usually trial and error of each brand and model. So yeah. All right, let's see here. That was a long pause. And the Smallrig battery is still providing power to the receiver. That was a long stare. Okay, let me change this and have it as capital yes. What did the video? Yep. And you need one every time you need to reset the UPS modem. USB modems cut it out. That's true. So the box itself of the actual product or any marketing or advertising doesn't specifically state that the battery that this battery itself can act as a UPS. When I tested it, it does. So hence why I'm making this video, is so that people can use a battery such as this. This is the Smallrig NP-F970 battery to act as a UPS via USB Type A connection. Okay, yes. Let's go back to the editing. So I'm trying to regurgitate what I'd done on a previous video. So yes, can act as a UPS. So, and I'm not going to go through any of the pros and cons of using this battery system for a UPS purpose. That's really up to the person to choose. Now, the con of trying to use a battery like this is that this thing costs $150 or $144 Australian. So whether or not you want to fork out that money just to use this as a UPS, that's entirely up to you. But because I have items that use NP-F batteries, it's no issue, because I'm already using this battery for its intended purpose of using the NP-F pins. But I was able to test and find out that this can act as a UPS for those who want to use it for that purpose. Right, so the model number, okay. The Smallrig. Oh, let me put on music again because we've bring it down. It is, even though it's not advertised or marketed, it's a feature that I've tested and it works, as you have seen on that video and on stream while I was recording. The Smallrig, Jesus, what did I do? The Smallrig NP-F970 USB-C battery is a UPS. Okay, settings, we need to go down the Y and we'll just see how big it is in comparison to this. So the font, I'll have to change it to, I think it was 86. 85? Where's that video? Yeah, okay, the Smallrig NP-F UPS can act as UPS. Okay, that should be another thing I can paste into my notes. Save. So I don't have to keep typing this out again. Web address overlays, so I can now look here, copy that, paste that in, save. Okay. Let me now watch and listen to the audio. Empowered, and the Smallrig battery is still cross dissolve at the end, providing power. And then bring this up for another cross dissolve, extend a little bit more to the receiver. Okay. Let's split, delete. That's not what I wanted to do. Cross dissolve. Oh, actually, no, we keep that open. That might end it abruptly, but yeah, that's fine. Okay, mark out, mark in. We'll do a final save, and now we go into exporting. We will now, where's the project? So we can grab the title, copy, paste, mit at 40 YT dash. That might be a lot of text, but we'll see. Browse, desktop, Twitch. I'll now navigate to the export folder of this location to export out the video. I will now video. We go into MP4, H.264, 1080p 30, automatic bitrate with, I think I haven't changed those. So let's add to render. I'm about to render, so it might cause the stream to be a bit laggy or skippy. Yep. Right, while it's rendering, I'll be back in a minute. Are we back? Are we back? Let me check the YouTube. Oh, okay. So, something happened. I went to go and use the bathroom, came back, saw Omosi's emote, and OBS said server disconnected, and I wasn't streaming anymore. So, damn. All right. According to Twitch, I am still continuing on with the original stream. I'm at 3 hours 10 minutes, and YouTube, OBS said, yeah, YouTube is still, yep, pushing through. All right, cool. Let me just test UT chat. Okay, let's see. All right, cool. That's very weird what happened there, but yes. Okay. Yeah, the ad came up, but my actual stream, the actual OBS stopped streaming. So I'm like, oh shit. Continue streaming. So yeah, okay. So it looks like Vinci was able to push out the export in 1 minute and 6 seconds. Okay, that's not bad. Now I got to check to see if the export is actually a good quality video. So the last time I exported a video, I exported it in the wrong frame rate, and quite a bit of interlaced frames were apparent in the video. So I'm just going to have to quickly check this. You think Twitch and the ads were lagging? Oh, okay, all right. Let's Hello and welcome to my channel. Today I will be doing a quick video with the Smallrig NP-F970 USB-C rechargeable battery. The task I'll be performing today is specifically whether or not this particular battery is able to act as an uninterruptible power supply, or a UPS. So here we have the box for the Smallrig NP-F970 battery. It has a capacity of 10,500 milliamp hours at a voltage of 7.3 volts. Its rated capacity is 76.65 watt hours. Yeah, I should peel it. Oh, so this battery is a standard NP-F battery. It has pins on the underside. It also has a USB Type A port, which is rated at a QC 3.0, which is capable of delivering 5 volt 3 amps at 15 watts, 9 volts 3 amps at 27 watts, as well as 12 volt 2.25 amps at 25 watts. On the other side, we have a USB Type C port. It is rated for fast charging at a maximum of 36 watts. The screen itself is an OLED display. Alright, so this here is an Axoon HDMI receiver. It has a rear plate for the NP-F battery, and all we do is slide this in, and now we will power on the receiver, and now it powers on as intended when using the NP-F battery. The Axoon HDMI receiver is able to be powered via 3 inputs. One is via the NP-F battery, one is via a DC barrel plug, and one is via the USB Type C 5 volt in. So we will now plug in a USB cable into the receiver, and the other end will plug into the USB Type A port of the Smallrig NP-F battery. So now let's power on the Axoon, and the Axoon is being powered via USB-C cable from the Smallrig battery. Have here is a 100 watt charger along with a USB to USB-C charge cable rated at 100 watts. I will now insert this charge cable into the Smallrig NP-F battery, and we will see whether or not the connected device will be interrupted. As you can see, there is a lightning icon on the OLED display, as well as power meter being displayed to indicate incoming charge into the Smallrig battery. And during that period of time, the HDMI receiver did not disconnect or interrupt during the input charge power. Okay, we will now disconnect the input charge power into the Smallrig battery to see whether or not it interrupts the HDMI receiver. So the receiver is still being powered, and the Smallrig battery is still providing power to the receiver. Oh. All right, so I'm happy with that. Very quick. The quality, looks as though it has pins on the underside. It also has USB Type A. So it looks as though there isn't any interframe laced video. So what I mean by that, I'll show you what I had to deal with in the previous video. This one here. So if I fast forward and I'll pause, I'll do a couple of frame skips. There. I don't know if you can see that on stream. So this is what I meant by the interlaced frames. So this is, I recorded OBS at 30 frames. However, the DaVinci Resolve project file was set at 24 frames. So quite a bit of frames that are quite in this type of scenario, which isn't what I want it for. So the same video that has been exported out as a 24 frame per second video, let me push here, is actually quite smooth in comparison. So let me try to get to this same point in the video. Now, where did I? So if I pause it, it's just blurred items and no actual interlaced frames. I have no idea. So every time I open up a new project in DaVinci Resolve, it's set to 24 frames. I don't know how to change it. I just have to put in a step in my schedule or procedure to make sure that I set DaVinci Resolve to 30 frames per second. So this is a Excel spreadsheet of a procedure that I've created for this video of using the Smallrig battery, but I think this will be a great template for future videos. I'll just have to change out the type of category that I'll be filming, and then changing out quite a few of these items to be to suit the actual item that I'm trying to do a YouTube video for. And yeah, okay, let me just save this now. We don't need that open anymore. Oh wait, thumbnail. Okay, it's thumbnail time. Oh well, we can start uploading. Yes, we can start uploading, so we do that. In the settings results, you can set default to 30. Oh, okay, I will do that now. Project manager? Nope. Let me save the project first. Project settings. Oh, okay. Set current settings as default project. Yes. Okay. Oh, let me switch over to here. So this is the current project settings now. And here, set current settings as default preset. Click. Update preset. We'll replace current settings. You can't undo the action. Yes. You can't change project. Wait, it's already 30. So I'll open a new project. I already saved this project. New project. Yeah, just call it that. Create. Okay, now if we go back into the main page or file, project settings, it's set at 24 frames per second. It's not what we want. We want 30 frames per second time frame rate, playback frame rate, and video monitoring 30. So everything's all 30 FPS. Now let's set current settings as default preset, update, save. So now if we close the project and then that was on the, okay, my window is not open. So that was on the previous project. So I recorded it in 30 FPS and then I imported the footage into DaVinci Resolve and it was set to 24 frames per second. I didn't know that. I didn't know it was set to 24 frames per second. I just assumed DaVinci would detect incoming video and then set the frame rate to match the incoming video. I assumed. So then once the interlaced image happened after the export, it was already too late to change anything. So yeah. But now it's all set, so I don't have to do anything further. So okay, we don't need DaVinci Resolve anymore. We can close that one down. And now we will set, yeah. So once I saw those interlaced frames after exporting, it was already, at the time I thought it was already too late to change the project. So I'm just like, you know what? Push it out as 24. On the next project, we'll make sure we set everything to 30. Okay. So I'm happy with the export. I will now start to upload the video to YouTube, and in that time I will then work on the thumbnail. So we will now open up YouTube Studio I don't think there's anything here that might be too. You know what? Okay, this is my YouTube Studio dashboard. So now let's go to create. Oh wait. I'll need to open up this because I do want to copy over some of the default text that I've already created to keep everything sort of the same format. Okay, let's create, upload video, hold, select file. Okay, good. Good. I will now go into the correct project and then select the export, open. All right, it's now, this might take a bit of time because I am streaming and I don't have the greatest upload speed at all on this home internet. So this might take a lot longer than it should to upload this video. Okay, this is the wrong title. We don't want that. We want to keep the same format as the previous one, but now I will change this to Smallrig NP-F970 USB-C Battery. That's just the title. Doesn't really matter, I don't think. I will now copy over this entire description. Paste. Music. Okay, I will change the music to what I have the correct one for. Copy. Music is not delayed baggage. This is recorded and edited on 10th of June. Drop frames. We're getting drop frames. Because I'm uploading as well. So we might get not so great streams. Okay, so in this video I'll be attempting to see if the Smallrig NP-F970 F970 battery connectors are uninterruptible. So the use of the caveats. Caveats for its power capacity, 76 watt hours. The price is expensive. In my honest opinion. Don't even know how to spell expensive. Okay, link affiliation. Okay, so this is the Smallrig. Oh wait, you know what? Let's look for the appropriate terminology. Where's the YouTube? Okay, we don't need that one. This is for the new one. Smallrig. Oh, okay. They've relabeled it to a different location. Camera battery. Okay, so I'm not using Condor Blue, so we can delete that one. Smallrig. What? Where did I buy it from? NP-F970 Smallrig. Video guys? No. JB Hi-Fi. Rubber Monkey. I have used that. So let's use that as a link for description. Paste. NP-F970 orange. Yeah, it is what it is. So it comes in 3 colors. Catch me live, music, date. Can it be UPS? I didn't see if you UPS power. Caveats for its power capacity: 76 watt hours. The price is expensive in your honest opinion. So links, no affiliation. Smallrig NP-F battery. Rubber monkey. Okay. Playlists. Tech vids done. Next. Okay, so it's still uploading, so it's not able to do until it's finished. So that's fine. So while we wait, we'll now open up Photoshop to create the thumbnail. Now I'm going to utilize the previous Photoshop file because this has the exact same layout. Images. Did I copy it over already? Images. I did. Okay, so I'm just going to call this one Smallrig NP-F970. Okay. So because it's in the same scheme or genre as power category and UPS, I might just keep everything the same and just change one icon. So I need to look for a good picture. Let me copy that. I'll need to look for the gray one. Oh, they've only got one. You know what? It makes it exciting, even though it's not the same thing. All right, so I'm just gonna do a quick screenshot. Copy. Now let's open up here. I will now paste it. Okay. Let's bring this to the top. And let's remove. Yep. Bring this here. Make this as a rasterized layer. Oh no. No, yeah, because I've screenshotted it, so should be able to. So we place it. Now we go to the magic tool. Delete and deselect. We'll bring it down. And then for the title, we'll change it to Smallrig NP-F970 USB-C 76 watt hour battery. Okay, that might be too long. And yeah, that might be too long. All right, I might need to move my logo up, whichever one it is. Okay. Text. Smallrig NP-F970. Okay. This is extreme icon of a UPS, but essentially it's the same principle of uninterruptible power supply. Okay, now let's save. Hopefully that didn't tank any of the stream. Export as. Wait, let me check what I set the other one to then. Was it a PNG? Images? Yeah, it was a PNG. Okay. So we'll just do a quick export as PNG. Navigate to the correct project, images, save. Alright, cool. So now, if we go into the images folder of the correct project, we'll have it here. Can I be UPS? Smallrig NP-F970 USB-C 76 battery. Okay, that will be the thumbnail. So if we go back into the so checks are good. Next, well, we'll go unlisted first, just in case we need to change anything. Save. Close. We'll now go back in to the video, upload the correct location. Wait for that to upload. Save. Okay, so now if we go back into the channel content, we should see one video with the newer V-mount battery, and now this new video is the Smallrig NP-F battery, and that's still unlisted, so we can go public, publish, and now we are live, I think. So if we were to navigate to my channel, we should now see that video pop up. Videos. There we go. It's popped up there. Let's have a watch. I just want to see if there's any interlaced issues. Okay, contrast here. Oh, it's just, yeah, I don't see any interlaced issues. It's just low quality. I've just only uploaded it, so I don't know how fast it was able to upload a high definition video. Okay, cool. All right, I think that might be it. So let me just quickly save the Photoshop file. Saved, yep, close. And let's prep. Okay, so yeah, I think everything worked out well. So we've done, we'll go through the checklist. We should actually call it a checklist, but I'll just call it a template, but we'll cut it and paste it into there. Yeah, okay, paste. So we go through the checklist again. All right, so this is the item itself. The reason why I'm doing this video, showcase the UPS ability. Is it a marketed feature? No, it's not. Okay, I've done all that. I've created a script, which is in a different folder. Set up the cameras, which is the same camera angles that I have for the stream. I didn't do close up of the ports because there's literally only two ports, USB Type A and USB Type C. So I've set it up, set OBS to a very high bitrate recording, 10,000 kilobits per second. Disabled overlays, remove headphones. Yep. Folder structure is very, very important. It keeps things nice, neat, and findable, searchable. So yes, I am creating notes. I did create notes, a notes folder. So set project 1080p 30, generate
titles and separate each section, add logos and overlays, and then we found a song, exported out as 1080p 30 frames per second, uploaded the YouTube video, set the credit for the music, set the correct date for editing and recording, and set up the links, created the thumbnail, set video to public. Yeah, so I've done everything on the list that I have created as a template for this procedure, so that's all good. All right. Oh wait, I need to, oh notes is there. What I might do is to just copy over this Photoshop file into here, as well as some of the other notes, so we don't have to keep redoing it over and over again. Template notes. Okay, so audio, exports, and video should be empty. Images should be one Photoshop file as a template, and then one note for, okay, I might need to add copy, we'll go into notes here, paste this here. This is the checklist. Okay, so then this would be checklist template, or template checklist. So that should be added into notes. Yeah. Okay. Cool. All right. I think I've done what I wanted to do for today's stream. This literally sit down, plan, prep, execute, edit, export, upload, publish. And I think that was all successful. Is via the NP-F battery. One is via a DC barrel plug, and one is via the USB Type-C. The audio might be a bit too loud, so we will now plug in the audio on the video that's been uploaded to YouTube. Might be a bit too loud, just like a bit. So you might have to Smallrig NP-F battery. So now let's power on the Axoon. Okay. I will need to look into the zoom to mouse issue. Don't know why it's not working. Yeah. Let's see here. NP-F. Okay, we're still live streaming on YouTube, and it's still the full 3 hours. Twitch should be also stating that it's still 3 hours and 40 minutes. So that's great. Yeah. Let's, we don't need Streamer.Bot. Shortcut. Okay, we need to look at that one. It's later on. Okay. All done. So, yes. So from 5 hours, brought it down to 3.5 hours. So from the previous video that I made, it took about 5 hours to plan, prep, film, edit, publish. 5 hours it took. This time around, it's only taken me 3.5 so far. But that was also with developing the checklist template as well. Now that I have notes as well as templates all ready to go, I think the next video might be a little bit faster as well. And both videos ended up being about 3.5 minutes long. So from 5 hours of prep, record, editing, and publish to today's stream, about 3.5 hours to do the exact same things, to have the same amount of
editing of video content, 3.5 hours. Yeah, I think it's pretty good. We shaved off an hour and a half. So the next time I do a editing a YouTube content video will be, I think, even shorter. Now that I have a procedure in place, set folder structures, as well as a script and a template of a script, and yeah. So I think it won't take too long. So I'm gonna give myself, maybe if I can shave it down to about 2 hours to do from start to finish. 2 hours from literally making the script to then uploading the thumbnail. 2 hours, I think, is a good time frame. I think. Yeah, for sure. I mean, and this was all live streamed during that period of time as well, so you guys get to go back and watch. And yeah, in an hour. Yeah. This was easy because I literally only had to connect one device. The previous V-mount battery, I had to connect 5 devices. So I had to find 5 devices to connect to it at the same time. So yeah, I think that's what took a little bit of time. Monkey, welcome in. Hope you're doing well. You've just missed me doing a full YouTube video, making content for YouTube. So yeah. Short form. Oh, how? What would you pull from that? Literally me plugging in and then removing. That's it, right? That's technically like 10 seconds. It's like, okay, will it disconnect? Plug in power. No. Will it disconnect? What's the term? Will it interrupt? Plug in power. Nothing. Okay, good. Will it interrupt? Disconnect. Nothing. Okay, done. This battery can act as a UPS. That's short. Really. That's literally 20 seconds. 20 seconds to make a short like that. Monkey. Like also a short showcase of the item. Ah, okay. So bang. This is an NP-F battery. It has this. It can do this. And then boom, 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 boom. Oh, okay. That's where I could use my turntable then. Because I've got a turntable for when I did photography of miniatures. I bought a turntable to rotate. So, and I've got a light box as well. But that's a lot of effort just to set that up. Robust. Precise. Perfect. Mr. Perfect. Ooh, there is one thing I did wanted to do. But I'm not sure if it is applicable. And I wanted to do it while I had the editing program still open, but let's have a look. Hang on. True. Not if the lightbox is already set up. Most of the items that I do want to showcase is actually quite. It's all handheld. So let me. So this is. I want to add this as a new redeem on Stream Elements.
Classic element of physical comedy. Now comes the part where we throw our heads back and laugh. Ready?
Ready.
Then poop. Classic element of physical comedy. Now comes the part where we throw our heads back and laugh. Ready? Then poop. Classic element of physical comedy. Now comes.
I need to trim it down and then upload it to Stream Elements as a redeem. So when something happens, either to me or in chat, we'll then spam that, and then everyone was like, "Ready?" Yeah. Ooh, the ML100BI. Ooh, let's have a look. Which one's that one? Did you show me that one before? You did, didn't you? Wow. Oh shit! What did I do? What did I do? What did I do? No, 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 no! Get out of this. Okay. What did I do? So, was this the light you showed me from before? Did you direct? Chrome? Okay. It is small. Wow. So it has a button for the locking ring. Ah, yes, you did show me this before. But this is just a bi-colored light, right? Not, ooh, power bank, V-mount support as well via D-tap. Ah, inflatable, yep. Yep. How heavy is this? 400 grams. Oh, wow. That's quite light. Without the reflector. Okay, yep. So max input 120 watts. And I found they have a colored version. Like RGB. Ooh, yeah. So I've placed an order in. Holy shit, it's even cheaper. So DigiDirect's having a sale on as well. Mini lantern. Lantern. Ooh, $10 off. No thanks. Yeah, so DigiDirect's having end of year financial sales, so it's like $50 cheaper. So yeah, it's a small boy. Wait, didn't you show me? I remember you telling me about a light as well. MLCS30. Let's have a look. Oh, the lantern. Ah, yep. Ah, nice. So it's collapsible, right? Ooh. CS ball. CS30. Nice. So it's, yeah, such a portable system to have. Ah, nice. So it gives a very soft light. That's pretty cool. And collapsible too. So you got a lantern. You can also buy a grid style one. You can buy an adapter that converts from mini bones to standard bones. Nice. So then you can use other existing accessories for the large sizes. Cool. Too expensive. Let's have a look. This is high pop. Let's go Rotolight. Paste. Yeah, Rotolight isn't cheap. They tote themselves as being a professional system, but I haven't received any response back in regards to the offer that I made. Okay, let's have a look. Did Cliff go live? Oh, he's still live. Alright, he's in Seoul, that's right. Alright, Roto someday. Well, that's it for me. Thank you for everyone who tuned in. I was able to do what I wanted to do in today's stream, is to literally live stream me creating a new YouTube video.
and we've gone through the process of planning, scripts, setting up, recording, editing, exporting out, which unfortunately caused OBS to somehow stop its stream, publishing to YouTube, creating a thumbnail, and yeah, we've gone through all the steps, and I've created a Excel spreadsheet for a template of a checklist, so we can follow that cookie cutter style for every other new video in the future. So yay. All right, I'm going to raid into Cliff Create, who is currently in South Korea now. Hopefully he's still streaming for a while. If not, oh well. All right, thank you again to everyone who's tuned in, and I'll see if I want to do any more streams on Thursday or on the weekend. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. All right. Thank you, Mossy. Thank you, Wickman. Thank you, Olivier. Thank you, Monkey, as well, for tuning in. Thank you, Chris IRL WT 2005. Let's go. I think that's it. No one else jumped in, right? Nope. Okay. Just woke up. No worries. I'll put this VOD up, and you can watch as well. There's a hidden video in the edit. I've also uploaded a new video as well for those who care. Please watch or make a comment. Really up to you. Doesn't really matter. Thank you to everyone who's tuned in, and hope you have a good morning, good afternoon, or good night, wherever you may be. Bye.
You didn't say the magic word. You didn't say the magic word.